do a lot of like, I don't want to say dating, but like, the rejects from like The Bachelor.
This is not a test.
Yo.
And then Vinny, start on you as usual, right?
Yeah, whatever. We good?
Roll.
All right. What up, guys? Maddy Smith is here.
A. Smith.
Maddy Smith is a very talented, funny white person.
Oh, thank you.
The white person.
I am
Yeah.
the white
He's
person.
the white.
I was telling Maddy before we started that I can't really say that I was officially on some show that we did together.
Okay.
But I did do this show in the past,
Yes.
and people know about it. It's called Wildin' Out.
Yes, and I'm on the show.
And you're on the show.
I can vouch for you.
Yes. How many seasons have you done it?
I've been on 7 seasons.
7
Yeah.
seasons.
It goes by fast though.
I know.
Yeah,
they do a
yeah.
season in a day.
Yeah. So it's not 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many years?
I got on right before the pandemic.
Okay.
And then they started airing like
Mhm.
during 2020
Mm-hmm.
when I thought I was going to be out and about.
Yeah.
I literally thought I was going to be the next Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
COVID ruined my life.
You were doing it during the pandemic, the seasons? I heard like they were just doing
They
like...
had one like, remember 2021 when things started like opening?
Yeah.
Masked and like TV shows would go on if
Yeah.
everyone was masked. So we
Right.
we did a COVID bubble in June 2021 for a season.
No audience.
Literally like an NBA bubble.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
We went there 4 days in a hotel,
Yeah.
isolated inside of a hotel room, test negative at the end of the bubble. Then everyone's allowed to go to set.
Mhm.
And they did this thing where if you weren't in the episode, you would be in the audience. So they had the audience be cast members,
Oh, God.
Wild and Out goddesses who weren't in the episode.
Yeah.
They did that
Crapshoot.
for Dancing with the Stars too. There was
Yeah.
the season right before mine. There was like the audience were the contestants,
Yes.
which would have been so much fucking better for me.
Yeah.
Because the audience is what made it hard. Like all the
Yeah.
for me, not for a while and out. You need an audience.
It took the fear.
Mhm.
It kind of all became
felt like dress
"Fuck
rehearsal.
it."
Dress
Yeah.
rehearsal.
Were they
all
still
kinda
like,
fuck it.
oh.
But it was humiliating.
Yeah.
Because there was like 12 people in the audience. And they were
Yeah.
all spread out, sitting in cars.
That is.
It was like a
Oh.
Cars audience.
So it was outside?
It was inside in like a big
Uh-huh.
old hangar soundstage.
Oh,
Mhm.
interesting.
And so
But you guys had to think of like, I remember someone was saying like, because you did so many episodes,
mhm,
like you got to like, were on, like Justina was like on every episode.
every single episode.
And like,
Yeah.
it's hard, like, cause I did it for, I can't say it, but however many episodes I did it for, like when you bang it out all in a row, you don't really have time to like spread your jokes out.
Yeah.
So like, I'm thinking of jokes for the next one and the next one and the next one.
Yeah.
All crammed into one. Like my brain didn't work like that. It was harder. Some of the other newer people were spread out. So they
Mhm.
could like do one episode,
Right.
chill,
Yeah.
do another episode,
Yeah.
let it marinate,
Yeah.
you know? But like during COVID, I heard it was just like,
It
they were
was
like, we have nothing
crazy.
else to say. How many
Yeah.
let me hollers can I fucking do?
Yeah.
We played this crazy game during the COVID season that we've never seen again in our lives, but it was right after Nick started having a ton of babies.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
It was called Baby Mama, Baby Daddy.
Uh-huh.
We have to go, Baby Mama, Baby Mama. All right, Baby Mama, Baby Daddy, Baby Daddy, Baby Daddy. And it was like, it was like, yo, mama's so stupid, but it would have to be like, my baby daddy's so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, baby mama, baby daddy, so stupid. And that was the first time on Twitter people were like, we hate this game.
Yeah.
But we played that like 30 times.
Yeah.
We were, no.
The group ones are fun where you play
Yeah.
like in the classroom,
Yes.
shit like that. I'm like, oh, all right. Like I don't have to
Easy.
think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the one with the where you got to make the security guards laugh, like that
Mhm.
shit's hard.
Yeah.
Now you're doing like a fucking comedy special.
That's like,
You're by yourself. Like
There's
you know,
games like Talk and Spit where you have to
that's
make
hard.
people spit out their water because you
Oh,
make them
I've
laugh.
seen that. I've seen you do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. You've
But
seen
you
it, yeah.
kill that.
I like that one a lot.
Mhm.
But I'm a comedian, so.
Mhm.
But people, if you bomb those games,
Yeah.
you got to walk back in silence.
Ooh.
Yep.
And the water's just still in their mouth.
And it's
And they're
like,
mm-mm.
I'm more of like a joke writer,
Right.
not really like a
Mhm.
performance artist.
Yeah.
And the performers kill that.
Yeah.
Because they're just like acting ridiculous and
Yeah.
shit. And like, if you just tell a bad joke, they're just like,
Yeah.
nah,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
they're
not
like,
cutting
ew.
it.
Water in their mouth.
Wait, so for people who aren't comedians, how do they find them for the show? Like the other.
Good question. When I auditioned, it was like, we're looking for roast battlers and rap battlers for Wild and
Yeah.
Out. I was like, okay. But then other people like influencers, stuff like that, you're asking?
Yeah.
I think I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
I
Because
think-
it'll be a new season. There'll be like, we got some new people.
I think that's just MTV though.
Who
MTV
reached out to you? MTV reached out to you?
No, so I reached out to them because I want to be a comedian.
Yeah.
And I've done, shows like that. I did a show called Joking Off.
Yes.
Which
I remember
was
Joking
like,
Off.
that's how I met Matt Richards.
Yeah.
That was a show that was like the little brother of Wild and Out,
Yes.
kind of. Nobody watched it. It was on MTV too. They didn't even air the second season of it. But I've always like wanted to go into that lane, and like MTV is family. So I'm like, all right, what can I do on my family
Right.
network, you
Right.
know? So it was kind of a thing where they're like, they wanted me to do a show. And then I was like, I'll do this show if I could do that show.
Right.
Which, by the way, like Wild and Out doesn't pay a ton of money.
Right.
But it wasn't
Yeah.
about that. It was about the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
passion and the
Hanging
craft.
out,
You know what I mean?
exposure. Yeah.
Like I was in the workshops
Yes.
with
Mhm.
Assad and all those
Yeah,
all those
yeah,
young guys.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was like their big brother. It was like it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
And no, it was something that I personally wanted to do. And like I said, I'm like, God, I'm not like new to this.
Right.
I went to improv school. I did UCB for 6 years. I did other shows on this network like that. Now I think I've been doing stand up more. It would make a little bit more sense, and hopefully it comes out and
Yeah.
all makes sense together. But
I think it makes sense.
yeah.
I think you're a funny person. You're like a character.
Yeah.
You've been on the Jersey Shore, which everyone knows.
Yeah.
You are.
Wild 'N Out is hard. Like Wild 'N Out, you got to think of that shit on your own.
Yeah.
Like there's,
Oh, yeah,
there's writers there, but
totally.
they're not.
Yeah.
They're not like.
No.
I thought they were gonna be like
No.
writing my jokes,
Yeah.
and then like I tweak them.
No.
It's the opposite.
Yeah, and then if
They
you
like-
come
they're
up
like
to
s-
them, they'll be like, nah.
Right?
I'm a consultant too. That's what they call them. The
Yeah.
consultants. I'll be
Yeah.
like, you know who's really good for this question? This person. And like, we all divert.
I'm like, there's like a
People ask
consultant like taking a
questions.
nap in the corner.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to go
Yeah.
up to him right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Half the time I just
That's
didn't.
horrifying.
But it was
Yeah.
funny because I saw Maddy. We were in like the workshops, and I saw her, and I knew that you were on the show, but then I saw you behind the scenes, like as like just the nerdy writer
Yeah.
kind. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, as soon as it started, you code switch,
Yeah.
and then turned into like Maddy with the flatty
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beast
Yeah.
mode on stage.
But yeah, I get there.
oh,
I'm like,
shit.
hey, what's up?
Yeah. Did you ever
I watched-
struggle?
I didn't really struggle. I was really hard on myself.
Mhm.
And like you said, when you first get on, you don't have as many. I think my first season, I had maybe 12 to 16 episodes, which was a lot actually, like every other, I guess.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I kind of made sure like every time I did something crazy.
Yeah.
So I didn't really struggle. And I've been doing comedy 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Not long, but enough. And I kind of had a unique little character
Yeah.
on there. So I could kind of go out of the realm of the game
Yeah.
a lot of
Right.
the time. I think some people have a hard time with finding what their angle is.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
on
for
that
you
kind
to
of show.
do the wild style as good as you do is like the hardest thing. Cause I was like, listen, I could do wild style if like that was my main thing and I just like wrote to it and then like you gave me the beat and I
Mhm.
practiced
Yeah.
and shit. But just to jump in it last second is impossible.
With
It's
wild
hard.
style.
That's at the end of every episode.
Mhm.
There's this thing called Wild Style. So it's both teams rap against each other.
Mhm.
It's like the last game of every episode.
Yeah.
And it's like whoever wins that can take the whole.
Yeah.
No one
yeah.
really pays attention to the sports.
Yeah.
But it pretty much they start the beat and both teams go at each other. We all have a mic, I think.
No, you have to get the mic from the person in the middle.
No, I think they changed it to all having a mic.
I definitely like I remember just hiding in the back. Like I definitely wasn't holding a mic. Like because if everyone had a mic, everyone would just talk.
I think
Really?
it used to be one mic.
Okay.
It used to,
I
then
thought-
COVID, they changed it to everyone having a mic.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Yeah.
they
You'd be
changed
like,
it
hey,
back.
hey, but they'll still interrupt you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It used to be grabbing over each other.
Oh God.
Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that.
You.
But either way, everyone's talking over each other.
No,
And you'll
it's so hard.
oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go in, and then all of a sudden it's over. It
So how
happens
do you
really
even
fast.
win? Like how does
No,
the
it's
team
just
win?
it's street cred.
Oh,
It's like
got
who
it.
just owned who.
Who owned who? And then the DJ Direct will be like, boom, 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 boom. If like
So
Got
someone
it.
seated says like something crazy and tears it down.
right.
Black
so
excellence.
Yeah.
so you have like these two teams, which like there's like 20 people on each team. It's like a lot of people that want to go. Everyone wants their time to shine.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like newer people that like want to get their moment and stuff. You have real rappers, battle rappers that do this for a living,
Yeah.
that fucking like write bars for a living, going against each other,
And real comedians.
and real comedians.
Who, like if DC Young Fly decides he wants to fuck around the whole wild style,
oh, these,
then he does that.
yeah, or Chico or
yeah,
something like that. So then Maddy comes in, and you have to like assert your dominance
Yeah.
and fucking like, obviously, no offense, like you're not like Drake.
Right.
But like in your comedic way,
Mhm.
fucking just have to like punchline,
yeah.
like own people.
Wow.
You know what
I
I
think
mean?
that's where I struggled at the beginning, was like getting up in there. But
Yeah,
now
we
it's
talked
like if
about
I
that.
step forward, they're like, let her talk.
Oh, before they were like,
Yeah.
You earn
Yeah,
the
yeah,
respect. You earn
Yeah,
the
yeah,
respect.
yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah. So now
Crazy.
it's like step in, say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas before it would be like I would sometimes the episode would end, I would have tears in my eyes because I never got to go.
I know.
Now it's like
I saw that one clip of you with like Nick Cannon, and you had that. It was like your thumbnail was like you got fired or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't true though.
That wasn't true.
Okay.
But it was
yeah.
funny.
It was. I almost believed it. I was like that thumbnail.
I know.
Oh my
And
God.
people still comment like, can't believe
Yeah.
you got fired.
Yeah. That's what the
Yeah.
comments made me believe it. I was
Yeah.
like, damn.
That was funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a little roast. I roasted like the whole team.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you say to that, Nick? And he was like, you're fired.
Yeah. That was really
By the way,
Crazy.
I think Nick is awesome.
Yeah.
Like to work with and shit. Like any set I've ever been on with him, like completely humble and
Adorable.
yeah, like that whole vibe. Like when you're on a TV show, like the behind the scenes is like so important.
Mhm.
Because people only see what's in front of
Yeah.
the show, but like they're fucking having like cookouts every night at the hotel.
Yeah.
And it's like a one big college. Like it's like everyone's on the same side. Like
Yeah.
the producers are so nice to you.
a
I come
party.
from the reality show world where the producers
Yes.
are nice to
Yeah.
you.
What's that like?
It's
Like, do they poke you?
they're nice. They're
Like,
nice.
with
Well,
sticks.
they're
I would
nice
hear
now.
horror stories
They're nice now, but like
back
in
the
the
day.
back in the day, they were never mean. It was just like they're not like you just don't talk to them. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
they're just like we're not here for that.
Yes.
We're here to chaperone you
Mhm.
and make sure like you don't die.
Yeah.
But like we're not working with you.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you go
Yeah.
on a show like that and it's just
Mhm.
like everyone's on the same side.
Yeah.
And
It's a very supportive show.
yeah. Like, you know, like a reality show, like you don't really like talk. I mean, we do now because we're like family, but like you don't like talk to executive producers and
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
you know, but over there, like you're all hanging out and just talking.
Yeah.
It's making a comedy show.
Yeah.
You're
It's
making
crazy.
a comedy show.
Yeah.
You know?
Comedy
Dancing
show
with the Stars was
without
like that too.
crazy mind games.
what
You know,
it is?
you
It's
think of like SNL will have like crazy mind games. Oh, does he
Yeah.
like me? Does he like me? It's pretty much like if you do well
At
on
Wild
Wild and
Now.
Out. Yeah.
Wow.
If you don't,
say
if
that
you like
again?
suck
But I like that
ass,
merit
they'll be like,
based.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
But if you suck, but if you're good, they'll be like, hey, awesome.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
There's no like, let's not give her a compliment to make
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the white
Yeah,
girl.
yeah,
You
yeah.
better shut up.
There's
Yeah.
none of that. But if you suck, it'll be known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like in front of everyone, the EP will be like, you get one episode to show us why we should still pay for you to be here.
Oh, fuck.
But it's obvious. It's not like no one ever gets yelled at who doesn't deserve it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like Fucking people who cannot
Oh, I saw people
even
get yelled
speak
at.
on stage.
Yeah.
He's coaching them how to like enunciate and like speak to a crowd.
Mhm.
Right.
So it's
It was
those
the best
kind
thing. That was the best tough love.
Yeah.
When someone does that, because
Yeah.
some kids needed it because they weren't, and they actually said it like not to toot my own horn, but dude was like, you know, Vinny's here in these like workshops and shit. Like he doesn't need to be here.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? But this is how it's not about anything. It's
Right.
about like the craft and
Yeah.
shit. So he's like, if he's here, like you should be taking this really
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is the audience all black?
Yes.
Yep. A couple
Which
whites
makes it even
every so
scarier.
often.
What is that?
Scarier.
Yeah.
Having an all black audience.
Very
Why you hate black
scary.
people? No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah,
It's-
they
no, no,
scare
no.
me so much.
It's known like in comedy that black crowds are hard or they're amazing.
Or amazing.
If they like you, what you
Yeah.
did.
They're
If
my
you-
favorite,
you
but if they're
crush-
the only
yeah. Yeah.
judgment, you're like, fuck.
Yeah. It's
you know?
they will really let you know if some like crickets.
Immediately.
And you'll hear someone go like, what?
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
But it also is kind of a TV crowd, so like they're there to they
Yeah.
want you to do
Make it
well.
They're
up,
hype.
Yeah, they're
the
hype.
stage manager will like get them going. They have a warm up DJ set.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
will do stand up before them.
Okay. That's
So they're
fair.
ready to go, but they will also let you know if something sucks ass.
Yo.
Yeah.
I always have like a theory when we're going back to the producer thing, like on a show, stress can come from different things, right? So like when I do competition shows, like the stress comes from
Like what kind of competitions?
like, well, Wild 'N Out
Yeah.
is like kind of a competition.
Oh, that's what you mean. Oh my God. I think
But,
like bodybuilding.
No,
Like
like,
Vinny.
well, no, I meant like Dancing with the
Yeah.
Stars.
Yes.
I
Okay.
did
Yeah.
a show called The Masked
Miss-
Dancer.
Oh,
The Masked Dancer.
It did one season.
Who hosted that?
That show only had one
I
season.
think Simone Biles won it.
That makes sense.
I don't really. There was
Interesting.
everyone was wearing like Ice-T was. Everyone's like we're all walking around in masks.
Yeah, insane.
and we can't see each other.
Insane.
Uh-huh.
So we know who's on the show as you're watching it later on.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
so crazy.
It
so
keeps it a
crazy.
secret too if you don't know. You don't accidentally text someone. You're like, oh, I saw
No, yeah.
something.
You in the like when you're moving around the studios and stuff, you're wearing masks and gloves,
Wow.
everything.
So you didn't
Yeah.
know who the other people were.
Didn't know
That's
who the
insane.
other people are.
That's weird.
Wow.
But anyway, so the stress comes from the show. So like the production angle of it all is very positive
Yeah.
and welcoming. And they
Yeah.
want you to, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
the stress is coming from that. On a reality show, a lot of times, not mine, but like, you know, I probably the other ones and shit, like the stress isn't coming from the show itself. You're just
Yeah.
like drinking on the beach,
Yeah.
talking to
I know,
girls and
yeah.
shit like that. You know
Totally.
what I mean? So the
Yeah.
producers don't really have to be nice to you.
Yeah.
So where does the stress come from?
The producers.
Well, like
I
not,
like-
not,
or
not
just-
the producers, but like
The-
you're not getting pampered.
Yeah.
You're not
environment,
getting-
cattle call.
Yeah, yeah,
kind
yeah.
of, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're not, it's not like the best, like, you know, you're filming a lot. You're like filming all day long,
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
day. That's why you hear all these people complain on like Love is Blind and shit like that. You know what I mean? But sorry.
Right.
I like the ones where it's coming from the show itself. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because now my mind is focused on that.
Totally.
And I'm like, just get me my smoothie.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
have
know
to-
what you mean.
I have to do the Ramba later. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So,
Totally.
Have you gotten a lot of stuff since Wild 'N Out? Like, has it opened doors?
like my own doors, but
Yeah.
I really haven't.
Yeah.
No, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think part of it is industry changing. It's not like one thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then also COVID, it came out during COVID and then things opened.
Mhm.
And now, I don't know, everything's different. I feel like I did some acting auditions, never got anything.
Yeah.
I'm old, I'm 32. I don't know if that's it.
But you do the
You're not
background.
old. No, you're not old.
I don't know. I
But you
do
do
stand up. Yes, I got
Yeah.
a shit ton of followers.
Yeah.
And I tour.
Yeah.
And
But
my
you're like
t-
a writer too,
Yeah.
right? Like, you know,
Yeah.
like I feel like you can go down that route
Yeah.
of, you know, it doesn't all have to be
yeah, it doesn't all
glitz
have to be, yeah.
and Hollywood, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But it used to, you know, like when I first got on, it was like Pete got Wild 'N Out, Mikey Day was on this. And I thought
Matt Wright.
maybe it'll bop from that. But really no industry explosion,
Yeah.
Yeah.
more followers and stand up stuff.
I don't think it's Wild 'N Out. It's like a direct pipeline to
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
it could be.
Could be, yeah.
Like you look back and you see some legends that have
Yeah.
come from there, you know what I mean? But there are
Yeah.
also a lot of people that didn't really, you know what I mean?
No, I
But SNL is
Yeah.
a good, I think is a good pipeline there.
yeah.
I can see that for
Well,
you.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
You ever audition? You ever send a
Never
tape in?
auditioned. Never auditioned.
No?
They never even.
The tape is tough.
I don't know. Yeah, you got to do the characters and stuff.
Oh,
You have
yeah.
to do like, do you do impressions?
Yeah, I can do impressions.
impressions?
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on.
You sent in a tape though.
I've never sent it. No,
No, send in a fucking tape.
I don't know.
Anyone can do it. My UCB.
Yeah.
I know anyone can do
used
it.
to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You should definitely.
Yeah.
Where's your agent?
Yeah, my manager said something to me once that was like, "We got to get it in this window because it's now or never," about like SNL.
Oh,
Oh.
Is that-
Yeah, I don't know.
Putting the pressure on
Yeah,
it.
if you're not 30 on SNL,
Literally. So, yeah, I don't know.
you
I've
would
been
be
thinking a
great at
lot
SNL.
lately about, like in the past year, about what my career goals are. And
Mhm.
I really like working for myself. And I find that as,
Same.
you know, the industry evolves, it's really like Theo Vaughn's career
Mhm.
yeah,
is like perfect to
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Podcast, touring, anything he does, everyone's like, oh,
yeah.
like that kind of
And he
thing.
doesn't have to do any. Like he has film opportunities, but it's like he makes more money touring.
Yeah,
so it's like
exactly.
why, you know,
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
same here. And I come from the world of being on TV and stuff like that, but those guys are like my idols, not for who they are, but just their career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I idolize like how they work for themselves
Yeah, I
and
like
do
that
all that
too.
stuff. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
It's like a little bit of a longer grind.
Yeah.
He's been doing comedy for 30 years.
Yeah.
And now he's blowing up. And
Jovan like interviewed me. First of all, I think he was on like Road Rules or
years
something.
ago.
Yeah.
19.
And he interviewed me when he worked for like, because a lot of these guys are comics that live in LA and shit. They just like get hired to like interview people for like extra or like Access Hollywood and shit like that.
Funny or Die. Some
Yeah.
shit
Yo,
like that.
I've worked with so many of them. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? I'm like,
So
you fucking
crazy.
interviewed me,
Yeah.
and now you're like now I would like now I would never be able to be on your show. You know,
Yeah.
well maybe, but
No, I think you would. That's the thing with podcasts. There's so many.
Exactly. There's so many.
Yeah,
episodes.
Like when you guess.
Yeah.
That's how you know a podcast is insane when they're just like when I'm their like fourth option. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, please come on your podcast.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's an insane.
It's okay. I'm going on Maddy's podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun.
Madhouse. Pull through. It's my new
When
podcast.
did you? Oh, it's new.
Yeah, I started. We just put our 8th episode out.
Yeah, but you got a big
fuck
YouTube
yeah.
following though.
I do.
It was from
Wild and Out.
Yeah, because
so
I can't. My YouTube shit it's a grind. I'm starting from scratch.
it's hard.
How many subs do you have?
Steps?
Like subs?
Oh, subs. I think
Yeah.
I said steps. I have like 40K subs,
Oh,
but
yeah,
good.
but that's
it's a
but
hard.
Those are hard.
no, but those are like the 40K that are engaged.
No, I know. Yeah.
Trying. It's hard to pivot to a podcast. I'm new to podcasting.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's hard to pivot to like a new look
Yeah.
after putting out like Wild and Out or just stand up stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a whole other grind, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
And you're past at the cellar, right? You go up to
Yeah.
the cellar and stuff
Cellar
like that.
and I've been doing less New York stuff. It's a grind with touring.
Somebody left a comment recently on one of my podcasts. They're like, I didn't know this many comedians existed.
Hilarious.
I'm like,
There's 5,000 comedians.
I know, and I've had like 5 on my
Yes.
podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
There's so
But
many.
I think it's just like, I left like a snooty comment back. I was like, guys, like, this is not like a Hollywood, let me get like the biggest celebrity I could ever find
Right.
on.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't even know if I can, but even still, I don't care about like, what movie are you in? You know what I mean? Like
Yes,
comedians
yes.
just have, I always say like just comedian talk in the green room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Just
best,
talking.
best
Yeah.
fucking conversations.
Yeah.
Agreed. And also like
That's a podcast.
if you can just if you enjoy what you're putting out and you're like, I'm gonna lead with just good convos, then big guests will float toward that.
Yeah.
Everyone's so fucking obsessed with numbers. It's
Yeah.
pissing me off right now.
I know,
Obsessed.
same.
Like even starting my podcast, like I was like, it's Madhouse, it's Maddy Smith show. What guest are you gotta have a big guest within the first 5
Yeah.
episodes
Yep,
to make
yep,
your
yep.
numbers go.
Yeah.
How is that sustainable?
I
Yeah.
know.
You think I want to be 46 with kids being like, oh, guess, oh my God, what are my
Yeah.
numbers like?
Yeah.
We need to get back to a place of just like creating to create.
Love the game.
The love of the game.
Well, also, they're want Jersey Shore cast members, and I love them. And if they want to come on, they can come on.
Pull
But
through.
first of all, there's like you said, it's not sustainable. There's 7 of them, and if you
Right.
want to watch me on talk to them, you can
Right.
watch me on Jersey.
Yeah.
Shore, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A podcast is like just collabs that like you never thought would happen.
Yeah, exactly.
And also discovering new people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Agreed.
That's where I discovered new
Yeah.
people. Why the fuck
where
would
I
I want to
discovered
just
everyone.
hear 2 people
I know.
talk? You know?
It's like, and then sometimes do the podcast tour when they're putting something out. So it's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
if
they
you
do
listen
everyone.
to all the comedy podcasts on a Wednesday, it's like, oh, look, Andrew Santino's on every podcast.
Yeah.
Like, how is that?
Same thing, just
Yeah.
flipped.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
It's like, oh, great. Every podcast I listen to has the same guest this week.
I know
Because
exactly.
someone's
what you
doing
mean.
their little press tour.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know.
Does your podcast have a theme?
No, I tried to like my age. You know how when you start a podcast, everyone's like, "What's your hook?"
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, can I
What's
have-
it about?
Yeah, what you
I'm
gotta
like-
have? You gotta have a hook.
Yeah.
It's just me talking.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a place.
Yes.
Like, can we just chill for 1 second?
Just chill,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Just chill.
Yeah.
It's pretty loose. Like
Yeah.
every week, like and as
I
you
love
grow,
people that
let
understand
me grow.
that. Yeah.
Let me grow.
No
with
one
it.
wants to let you grow. They
Let
just
me
want a
let you
viral
grow.
moment.
Yeah.
Let me look
It
back
might
at,
change. It might change. You
Let
know?
me look back at, oh my God, Caroline and I were talked for 10 minutes about a new book I read. Let's do a book segment.
Yeah.
Fucking A. That's how stand-up works.
Yeah.
You think I was a banger at stand-up when I first started?
Yeah.
I was like shit ass. And then I was like, oh, that was good.
Yep.
And now it's like, oh, here's Maddie's style.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Speaking
Sorry,
of,
everyone's like pissing me off
No.
right now.
I
'cause
get
it's
it.
so
I get it.
formula.
nah, that's why I didn't want. That's why I didn't want to go to a network.
Anyway,
But that's why I didn't want to go to a network.
I didn't go to a network either. Yeah.
Because not that there's anything wrong with it and it's good. Like I would love for them to pay for the studio space and I would love for them to just automatically get you ads. I don't want anybody looking over my shoulder
Agreed.
saying you should do this or looking at my numbers.
Agreed.
I want anybody looking at my fucking numbers. You know what I mean?
Me to look at it if I want to.
Yeah.
Or
When
my producer to be like, hey, numbers are down. You got to put it.
When I post on social media, my Instagram page, like I'm doing that for myself.
Yeah.
This is just an extension of that.
Yeah.
No agent comes in and is like,
Right.
you should do this TikTok like this.
Yeah.
To get this
Have they tried?
kind of numbers. Not on social media, but with the pod,
Yeah.
they start to.
Yeah.
Because,
They
I'm
start
trying to like, obviously the goal is to make money.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's all about the numbers. I'm
Yep.
like, shut the
Numbers.
fuck up.
Yeah.
numbers.
And YouTube and all that, I feel like that's harder. Like long form, all that is harder
Yeah,
than
it's
like
so
a reel.
hard. It's so
harder.
hard.
You know?
Yeah, but it's more.
You're competing with like the Nelk boys, you know?
I know, Mr. Beast and all these
Yeah.
freak asses, but
We're going to make it. We're going to make
you
it.
can't go in.
It's crazy
with,
how,
you
like-
can't go in with doubting or like scarcity mindset.
No.
Look at what everyone else. How could I fit in with all of them? No.
No.
Look what you.
No, this is the first time I'm like investing in myself and just like paying for shit. And it's something I love to do.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, again, with my social media, like anything I've grown followers for have just been authentically me
Me too.
posting with no one telling me what
too.
the fuck to do.
Me too.
So if you do that, then
Me
I think
too.
it's gonna work. But speaking of like just banger comedians, because you said like I wasn't a banger comic from the start.
Right.
I had my first Vinny and Friends show.
Yes,
Last
at the
night,
stand.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was really good.
It was really fun. 2 shows back to back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Second crowd was a little feral.
a lot.
Okay.
feral.
Was 10 p.m. show or
10 p.m.
yeah,
show.
Those will get.
The 8
crowded
p.m.
at the
was
stand.
great.
The 8
Yeah.
p.m. was just amazing.
Mhm.
Not that I didn't like the 10 p.m., but I was like, I don't know what like
It felt like we were substitute teachers.
yeah.
Stand.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was like they were the first. That was the show that went on sale first. So I thought maybe they would be the real good ones. You know what I mean? And they were great. It was just that the 8 p.m. was a little bit more of a comedy. Like they were listening more.
yeah.
They wouldn't shut up
Yes.
at the 10 p.m.
At all. You had to like go kind of like,
Yeah.
okay, what do you
But we want to make it
And they
a
probably drink before. They
Yeah.
probably went to a
Probably
bar.
drink
or girls too in the 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
lot-
makes
like,
sense.
a lot more
and
girls.
they probably definitely had martinis.
Mhm.
What's surprisingly cool though, because like as I'm doing comedy out in the world, like I don't really relate. Like I got a little dirty in my act. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I'm not really like girly pop, and a lot of the
Okay, yeah,
audience
yeah.
are like that, and
Yeah.
like it kind of there's like a little disconnect.
Yeah.
But they were cool. They were fucked up last night.
They
My
okay.
fans
Yeah.
are fucked up. I can say whatever I want.
Your
That's
the
good.
first show, more like guys.
Yeah, there were
Yeah.
guys
It was
there.
weird.
There were guys
No,
there.
0 black people.
Right.
I was
No.
the only black. Me and
You
Derek
were-
Gaines.
Right.
And you're half.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Derek Gaines
1.5
was-
black people.
Derek Gaines was saying he was like, I'm Vinny's black friend on the show.
Yeah. That's so funny.
No, but we want to make it a monthly thing.
Yeah,
and
that'd be great.
It was great. It was like the way I was describing it was like I felt like because obviously, you know, I always hear like comedians shouldn't do sets in front of their fans because they're never going to develop and
Mhm.
grow, or not only do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But for me, it was helping because I felt like I play basketball, so I felt like I was like following through
Yes, I know.
on my punchlines. When I do it, when I'm kind of apprehensive or whatever, I kind of just say it and get out of there.
Yeah.
But this one, because like I knew like I had them and shit, I was like just like following through.
Yeah.
I was letting it
He was
hang.
committing
Yes.
to all of his
Committing
punchlines.
to
Yeah.
it, you
That's
know what I
good
mean?
though. Yeah.
And that's why I love it, because now I'm going to commit to it on the bad stages.
I know. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you can like get more momentum, riff a little bit.
Yes.
Figure out like how you do in front of a good audience.
Mhm.
When I started open mics, there was this corny ass thing called Laughing Buddha. It's still around, I
know
think.
laughing. It is still around.
Yeah.
Is it an open mic?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
you
it's
have
like
to
a
pay.
scam.
Yep.
It's a scam.
Yeah.
It's a total scam. But I got sucked in and I didn't even know there was other mics. I would do those mics.
Yeah.
And
So much money.
it was so much money. Oh my God. It was like
a drink
I'd be
and
going to
$5,
ATMs,
yeah.
getting out like $20 bills,
Yeah,
single
yeah.
$20 bills
for like, yeah.
just for like one mic.
No,
And,
it's crazy.
but it was like the crowds And I started in 2016,
Mhm.
and the crowds at these mics were like so supportive
Mhm.
that I got good in my own voice really quickly because I was at
Yeah.
these corny ass mics.
Uh-huh.
So that when I left and went to like the Creek in the Cave or like shit ass open mics, I was like, well, I know I'm good somewhere.
Yeah.
So just having that confidence is
The
so,
confidence.
even if your
Confidence is
jokes
everything.
aren't there, like the confidence.
It's
No.
the finesse.
Yes.
I'm so glad I did it because, like I said, I'm like, all right, like at least even if this shit isn't that funny, it's just
Yeah.
making me confident.
Yeah,
Mhm.
confident.
So
You
I
can write
can
more.
now I can
Yes.
go on the stand tomorrow and
Yeah.
it's not going to be that crowd.
Yeah.
Right.
But if I just deliver it that
Yeah.
confidently, like it'll help. It can't
Yeah, it
hurt.
helps.
Yeah.
It can't hurt. You
Listen
know?
to your recordings, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
No, you
good.
did really well. It was perfect.
So guys, come out to the next Vinny and Friends. We're gonna do it probably every month. And, yeah. hope
and they
we
were
can
good with
do
their
it.
phones too, because I
Good.
told them.
Oh yeah, Sienna was the bad.
Yeah, I was the
girl.
bad cop. Well, because
Did you host?
no, I don't want to host. We had Mike Figs hosting.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah.
then there was like 3 comics, and then me.
And then you brought me up.
I did a set, and then I brought him up, but he didn't want anyone recording his set.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I was like, hey,
Yeah.
put your
But I wanted
Yeah.
them to take pictures at the end.
yeah, but
Okay,
they
got
like,
it.
actually listened. I was like, no one ever listens. To me,
Yeah.
but I love-
Yeah.
You're like, listen to me, white people.
Yeah.
They were like, I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I love white people.
Yeah.
Maddie,
So funny.
you're from Buffalo, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
And when did you move to the city?
Literally 2015.
20.
Moved there, graduated college 2014, worked in Rochester for a year, shithole.
I
Moved
have
to New York.
my
Like-
family's from Rochester.
Yes,
Yeah.
really? Did you tell me that?
My dad's side, maybe like briefly. once.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
And
did you go
Buffalo.
up there?
Not anymore. I don't talk to that side anymore.
Okay,
but I
nice.
also have family in Buffalo.
Really?
Yeah.
What part of Buffalo? Do you know?
Near the border.
Yeah. Like near Niagara?
Yeah.
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 I'm from a town called Clarence.
It's
suburbs.
horrible.
Shithole.
So cold.
Flat.
I
Gray a lot of the times.
I did a appearance once in Buffalo.
Yeah.
And
At a club?
it was at like I've been there a couple times, but this one was at like a beach club
Okay.
because there's
Downtown?
like water there
Yeah.
somewhere.
During the summer?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
There's like water there. So
Uh-huh.
it was so funny because I was in I did like a little tour. I was in Canada because I
Mhm.
always get booked to do club appearances
Yes.
in Canada. So like I was in like Montreal, Toronto. I'm like, all right, let's like route it. So then like we go down to Buffalo and it's just like such a decline of like human beings.
Yeah.
From like
Yep.
Toronto
to Buffalo.
hot baddies,
Yeah.
hottest, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say it was amazing people.
Yeah. Nice
They just
people.
want a fucking drink.
Yeah.
Mhm.
By the way, it was the funniest.
They get
thing.
hammered.
Yes.
Also the decline because they booked me like last second. This
Mhm.
guy gave me a shit ton of money. I guess he just needed talent or something to put on the flyer of this like
Yeah.
beach club thing.
Yeah.
And I think 5 people showed up.
Hilarious.
It was like
That
an
is
acre.
That's so funny.
It was like
funny.
an acre of land.
Oh my
It was
God.
so fucking big.
That is so funny.
But like, I'm not really there. I always say, like, even in general, like, I don't want to be the one that brings everyone in.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to already have people.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
a
That's
good
how it
place.
should be.
Yeah.
And then I just a little razzle dazzle.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah. It should be
Yeah.
already cool. Plus Vinny.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think it was already cool.
Yeah. They wanted you to do a meet and greet.
Yeah.
That is so fucking.
So like 6 people showed up and I think I ended up, this was weird, but I think I ended up, I don't know if I should say this, whatever.
Say it.
I smashed the owner.
What?
Like it was a girl.
No, yeah, I was like,
What was his
Vinny.
name?
Yeah. I'm like
Coming
Vinny.
out
I think
story.
it was like
Really?
a family business.
No
and
way.
She was like running the show.
Really?
Yeah.
She was not for Buffalo.
For Buffalo, yeah.
Buffalo, yeah.
She was a
10.
Buffalo 10.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Manhattan 3.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God. Hilarious.
No, like I think, and the running joke was that she just brought me there to have sex with me.
Oh my god.
You know what I
That's
mean?
so
'Cause
funny.
there was
Probably
nothing
true.
else.
Yeah, there's
There
no
was-
one else.
Yeah.
That was like her
Yeah.
like wedding gift.
Yeah, yeah.
From her dad.
A little escort.
Yeah.
Nice.
The dowry.
That's so funny.
That
No,
is
but we
so
did
funny.
it, and then like I was like hammered all day, and then we did a Buffalo Wing
Mhm.
tour in just bars,
Mhm.
which I don't know, is that a thing? Is Buffalo Wings a thing for Buffalo?
Buffalo wings. Yep. Wings are everywhere.
Yeah, but like they're from there, right? No, I'm
Yeah.
saying like
Buffalo wings are from there.
no, there wasn't like a place. You know, I don't know. I'm trying to like what
Oh,
am I
is
trying to
that
say? Like when you go
Buffalo?
to like Nashville, you're like hot chicken.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're like, you got to go to like this
Yes,
place.
yes, yes.
That's
In
a,
Buffalo, I always tell people you go anywhere for wings.
That's my
Everywhere.
point.
Really?
Everyone goes about, where should I get wings? They're everywhere.
Right.
It's just like a
Really?
staple at every pizzeria, every restaurant, every place.
And I probably,
matter where you are.
I
I like
probably
that,
was
though.
just eating regular buffalo wings.
Yeah.
But I was like, these taste so
But
much
I'm
better.
in Buffalo eating
because
buffalo.
I'm in
Yeah.
Buffalo wings.
Yeah. No, I do think they have better wings up there. to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they drink Crown.
Mhm.
You ever hear of that?
And Miller High Life,
Okay,
champagne
okay.
of beers, and Labatt Blue.
Nice. But what else what's life like? Like, what was it like
It's,
growing up there? Like, was it like farmy kind of or?
My dad grew up on a dairy farm in Clarence, where I'm from. So it was all flatlands. And then that town got developed in the 80s. So then it was all suburbs, like huge McMansion neighborhoods. So it was kind of like,
came up a little bit.
you know, like the Mean Girls, Regina George, high school.
Yeah.
Like rich as fuck kids.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah, not me though. Yeah. Like huge houses. Like the Buffalo Sabres would live in my town.
What is that?
The Bills, the hockey team. We had
Wow.
Okay.
because it had great schools. And
Yeah.
there was nothing to do. Huge, just spread of
Money
land.
with nothing to do.
Flat, yeah.
It's a lot of
I'm telling you, like
heroin.
Panera Bread. Panera Bread.
Panera Bread.
Movie theater, walk around the mall.
Yeah.
Chili's, hang
Do you
around.
still go back?
No, my family moved to Rochester. I have some family in Clarence still, but really don't spend a lot of
Is
time in
Rochester
Buffalo.
better though?
No.
I feel like it might
No.
be worse.
It's
I
not
think
better.
Rochester's the one that's like 7
my
hours
dad
away, right?
lives.
It's
Yeah.
like right up there.
It's up there
Yeah.
near Lake Ontario, and then
Oh, okay.
Buffalo's 1 hour to the west.
It's so cheap though. Like
Yeah,
if I
cheap
lived in
as fuck.
Rochester, I'd be
Yeah.
rich.
I think wasn't that one of the places I heard that they pay you to live there or something like that?
Probably.
They probably.
Yeah, there's like towns like that. You
It's
get
so
like a tax
segregated,
credit.
though,
Yeah.
or it was.
Yeah, my mom lives in Pittsford, which is the rich town of Rochester.
That's where my dad lives.
Yeah.
LOL.
LOL. They probably know each other.
Yeah, probably.
Same last name?
Ross.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
You have hyphenated.
Yeah.
My mom moved to Pittsford, huge ass suburban house with her new husband.
Nice.
So it's like, but then if you go into Rochester, the city, it's so different.
So
It's
different.
Literally 7-minute drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Tiny town.
The segregation.
all I
Yeah.
think about when I hear those places is that Ryan Gosling movie, The Place Beyond the
Beyond the
Pines.
Pines.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think that was like Schenectady or Skinny
It was like one of like Troy or
Yes,
Rome
yes,
or
yes.
something like that.
That's closer to Albany.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good movie.
But there's just like a whole world of just like
Yeah.
people living in New York.
Yeah. New York State is huge.
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 Like, people don't understand because they're like, oh, why don't you go back like to Rochester? I'm
Mhm.
like, it's way further than even Boston.
I know. I was in Georgia. I told someone I was from Buffalo, and she was like, "My sister lives in Brooklyn."
Yeah.
Okay, don't care.
Yeah. No, when I went to Rochester for a wedding and there was like the furthest they've ever been south was I think what's that shit? There's like Kingston.
Yep.
Right?
Kingston on the
Kingston?
Hudson.
That's like a big
Hudson
city
Valley.
to
Yes,
them.
Yes.
You know?
Hilarious.
Have you ever been to did you go to Canada a lot or no?
We went, we saw like Wicked in Toronto with my family. A bunch of kids in my school would go there, buy fake IDs,
Oh.
beer, because I think the drinking age was 19 or something,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We didn't go a ton, but it was really right there. Niagara
Yeah.
Falls, shit like that. But the thing with Buffalo is it's stark winter from October to like mid-May.
You can't move.
Yeah.
You want to
It's
kill
like
yourself.
so
Is
cold.
the suicide rate high there?
I don't know.
I feel
but
like it just would
it should be.
Yeah,
You should be,
You just do a
You should
lot
all
of-
kill yourself.
Yeah. It was like a lot of indoor fun with my friends, like
Yeah.
indoors all the time.
Yeah.
Basement hanging.
Yeah.
Ecstasy parties or something
Yeah.
like I'm not saying you guys
Card
did
game.
that, but I feel
Card
like
game, board games, like fucking around.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Like fucking around. For
a lot of sex probably because there's nothing to
There was
do.
a lot of weird, like the kids in my school in middle school, there was like rumors of like sex.
Yeah.
Sex by the pond.
Yeah.
Like
there's nothing else
trash ass
to do. That's
rich
when you become a
kids.
teen mom.
Yeah. Yep.
Sex by the pond.
Yeah.
I
Sex by
love
the
it.
Emily Lyon got fingered by the
Yeah.
So yeah, it was weird. It was weird. I played a lot of sports, musical theater, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Just any activity to just
Yeah.
People
And
don't
then
know.
comedy.
like when I was 24.
Okay.
Yeah, later.
People don't know this, but the Niagara Falls on the Canadian side is like pretty poppin'.
Yes.
It's like Vegas for them.
Really?
popping. They have casinos.
Best strip club in the world is in Niagara.
Really?
On the other side. It's called the Sundowner.
Really?
And not everyone knows about it.
Is that what you said
It's almost like
yesterday?
a secret code.
What makes it the best?
The girl.
This one girl. that you like.
yeah, this
It's
one
the girl from the
this one girl with a
side
fat
club.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one girl. No. So I'm trying to think. It's like America has their strip clubs where all the best strippers in the world gravitate towards. Like it's like 11 in Miami
Mhm.
or the Crazy Horse in Vegas.
Mhm.
Like they're not from there. It's like they assemble
They
there.
move there, yeah. Like
they do a-
comedians coming in New York.
They do a season there. The Sundowner is that place of Canada. So you have like these girls from like Montreal, Toronto, everywhere, like all gathering in the middle over there. And they're gorgeous, they're beautiful, but they're all educated.
Yeah.
And like you can feel like you can get a lap dance from them, but also, you know, talk to them about healthcare or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah.
You know, you could talk about your day.
It's your dream.
Literally.
Your dream
no,
girl.
Right?
my dream
I just
girl.
want to talk and I
bro.
want her to be hot.
Yeah.
No, they're so friendly and kind, you know, because like a strip club is usually not that environment. Strip club is usually like just like, you know.
It's like stale and sad.
A little
Just-
tense
Mhm.
too.
Yeah. So if you ever, you know.
Interesting. I feel
Wanna
like
go.
Canadians have more of a baseline level of intellectual
Mhm.
Yes.
For sure.
ism that we don't have.
Yeah.
And same with Europe.
Yes.
They're all just the base level
Yeah.
Yeah.
is there for every.
I feel like they don't feel
working
like
member.
they're entitled. Like, I feel like, like, I don't know. Like, I know like beautiful women there and shit that like, I'm like, oh, so what are you doing? They're like, oh, nothing. I just got back from like Africa. I was like digging wells for like
Yeah.
starving children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you don't have to do that
Yeah.
because you're so beautiful. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, but like you, like some guy will marry you. You know what I mean? But they
Yeah.
want to do it
Yeah.
because they want like the human experience of like philanthropy and
Yeah.
traveling and shit
Mhm.
like that. You know, that doesn't really happen.
We don't like
No,
ingrain
it's
that
not
within
culture.
people.
No, we're like, we're
We,
just staying
like-
here. We're in
yeah.
America. We're good.
We
You know what I
instill
mean?
like individualism. Get your fucking
Most people
bag.
never leave America too.
Yeah,
Like never.
Yeah.
never.
Like 97% of Americans.
No, it's like
never
when
leave.
you cross in the border, it's like when you're in Canada, like you see every walk of life working at the airport.
Yeah,
There's hot girls, there's
Yeah.
young guys,
it's
whatever.
crazy. Their middle class is insane.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like when I was in Toronto, I went to the Kensington Market or something like that,
Mhm.
and something like that in New York, like like the urban market, where they have like
Yeah.
tacos, Chelsea
Yeah.
Market or something.
Yeah,
It was like middle class,
right.
like firemen like eating like sausage sandwiches for lunch,
Wow.
and the firemen too look like I don't know how to describe it.
yeah,
There's
because
no middle class here
yeah.
of people just functioning.
No.
Everyone's either fucking broke as hell.
Yeah.
Right.
Middle class
insanely
is
rich.
broke here.
Yeah.
Where you're
yeah,
rich.
the middle class is broke here.
They're functioning.
Yeah.
They're not stressed. Everyone's so stressed.
They can just
here.
like do their job
Yeah.
and not be like, oh my God, I might not eat.
yeah. Toll
I'm
booth.
working.
Yeah.
Toll booth workers are just like, oh, my family. It's like
They go on vacation.
dignified.
Yes,
It's a
yes.
dignified country.
Yeah, like having a job is not like a bad thing. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like here, like if you have a certain job, it's like you're afraid
People are
to
like,
say it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't
Yeah.
want to say if you like work at a restaurant or whatnot.
It's like
Yeah.
the Ricky Velez joke when he's like,
Yeah.
you ever been to, I think he said Norway. He's like, hot girls work at McDonald's
It's true.
in Norway. And
Yeah.
then he's like, she's like, you want a drink? He's like, no, bitch, do you want a drink?
Hilarious.
Because it's so true.
It's
They
so
just
true,
work
yeah.
there. Like in the there's like, you
Mhm.
know, I love that. I don't know. I feel like maybe it might change in the future because Toronto was like I watched this documentary, how it came about, and it
Mhm.
all pretty much got popping because of Vince Carter.
Who's
Vince
that?
Carter, the basketball player.
Oh,
He was
okay.
the first like flashy, showy player
Got it.
to play on the Raptors.
Okay, got it.
And before that, you know, I'm sure that Toronto was kind of like maybe Buffalo
Right.
or something
What year
like
was that?
What'd you say?
What year was Vince Carter?
I don't. This was probably in the 90s.
Okay.
Something like that, early 90s.
Yeah.
And then he started doing through the legs dunks and shit.
Yeah.
Made Toronto a hot spot, and they were like, "Okay, we need a club."
Mm-hmm.
And then they started doing clubs, and it was brand new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That culture.
Yeah.
And then Drake came along,
Yeah.
and then he got it popping too.
Mhm.
And now it's like every girl's like Fashion Nova,
It's hot
beautiful, hot. You know.
Nice.
Yeah.
In the cities.
But I hope they don't lose the humbleness of
I
who they
know.
were. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
we did.
Totally. I don't think they will.
No.
Canada overall is just different vibes.
Yeah. I think it's like the education thing that they all
Yeah.
get educated for
Yeah.
free and stuff like that.
And like the healthcare, I'm sure helps a little bit.
Healthcare, I feel like they have more, they have grants for artists.
Yeah, they do.
They have, like,
I have
all
a lot of
sorts
artist
of
friends that
programs, like, so if you wanted to go part-time, you could.
yeah.
More
Mm.
accessible to like pursue. Whereas
Yeah.
Here it's like, if you're not working 9 to 5 or 40 hours a week, good luck.
Yeah.
Everything is tied to that.
Yeah.
Right.
Benefits, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
401k, la, la, la.
Yeah. You have to say bye to health insurance.
Yeah.
Like me.
And he's
Yeah.
got
Me and Drake got the same type.
yeah, and she's got like, you like thick girls?
yeah.
Wow.
Thick,
Oh.
thick, thick.
Thick.
Really?
You didn't know that?
This is shocking to me. No, I remember when we were talking.
I'm trending right
I
now
smiled and
on
smiled.
Black Twitter.
What? Really? For being a king?
No, well, half and half. I don't know. It's like I don't know how much I'll put of this in here, but it's for me liking just. I was saying like I just like curvy women basically. I don't care
Wow.
what ethnicity they are.
Right.
A lot of times I do get along with black people culturally,
Right.
so it aligns,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
But I do like just I like pogs,
Wow.
fat ass white girls,
What does pog mean? Again?
fat ass white girls.
Yeah, but P is like the
P with
Maybe-
like,
oh,
like
okay.
fat.
That's why.
Yeah,
That's why I got confused.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Interesting.
I like my type is wilding out girls.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was in heaven there,
Yes,
Maddie.
the wild and
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
girls that they have just like on stage, like the ones that are kind of just hired like dancers.
yeah.
Goddesses now is what they call them.
Goddesses.
after Me Too.
They're like
Queen.
fly girls, right? Like that's what
Yeah.
they used to have on
Yeah,
that show.
exactly. Bottle, like they'll hold like the props and
I will say
They have
being on the
crazy
show
outfits.
kind of demystifies it a little bit
Mhm.
because now you're just like living in the hotel with them and
I
like
know.
everyone's just in their pajamas
they walk
together.
around and slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see them without in their bonnets and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
wild and out girls will come out with bonnets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're, I gotta get my nails done.
Yeah. That's
I was
really
so
Vinny.
I was so
Yeah.
scared to talk
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
Like behind the scenes
Yeah.
and shit. I have this weird complex, even in the gym. I always talk about it, but I'm afraid to talk to girls where like we're forced to be in the same space
Yeah.
because then I feel
they
like
don't have an exit.
they don't have an exit and like they don't really want to talk to me.
That's your anxiety, though.
Yeah,
I
don't
know.
overthink it because then it comes off as weird. They'll be, can I even say that to you?
Yeah.
You're like, Shut up.
I know.
Stop making me carry your burden.
No, I know exactly. Now I'm
Yeah.
carrying the conversation that
Yeah.
you started.
Or you ignore them and then they're like, why are you? Then you just ignore, like,
Yeah.
don't
No.
ignore either.
Yeah.
Because guys in comedy will do that too. Like,
Yeah.
well, I won't even talk to them anymore.
They wouldn't even look at you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
No, I
We
just
can't even say anything.
No, literally.
Because of, they're
But it was-
so afraid of sexually harassing us.
Mhm.
Sorry.
yeah.
No, quite literally.
Yeah.
They're like blind
Yeah.
and deaf. They can't even hear or
Yeah.
see us.
Helen Keller.
I just don't want to be like just because I can, I'm gonna. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like just because I am like next to you on the squat rack now, I should be able to have a conversation with you.
Right.
But it's weird though, because like this girl in the gym, like we do talk to each other. Like we'll stop and talk. Like there's some interest of
Mhm.
talking,
Mhm.
but like I just feel weird. Just like every time she's there, I'm like, hey, what's up? It's me
Yeah.
again. You know what I mean? I don't fucking
Wait,
know.
is
can
this
say
the girl
hey.
going on a date with or the
No,
other
no,
girl?
this is
Just
the other
someone at the
girl
gym.
at the gym.
Got
You
it.
can say hey.
Yeah,
I
think
know.
it's so hot. Say hey.
No, hey, yeah, but I'm having trouble getting the IG.
Oh.
The next step to carry it out. So, oh yeah, saying hey is
Be
fine.
natural.
What if she says
See if
no?
hey-
What's the worst that can
Nah.
happen?
Man, I'm a weirdo. I'm autistic,
He's
and
so
I do
autistic.
not
Yes,
know
I'm
how
very
to.
curious about
yes,
this.
Yes.
But you're Vinny. You were crushing on the
Vinny-
Jersey Shore.
Nah,
When we watched
I was
when
autistic
we,
on Jersey Shore as well.
when we watched, we'd be like, Vinny's the normal hot guy.
Yeah,
But you think are you better if you drink a little bit?
I'm better. Oh my god, so much better if I drink a little bit.
Yeah, when he's sober,
Um,
he like doesn't know how to say bye. He'll just be like,
Yeah.
okay, bye.
No, but a lot of times you're watching, I think, those interactions where the girls are already kind of talking to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm talking about people
Just-
that don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I have to break some kind of
Yeah, yeah,
barrier.
yeah.
Then my social interactions
Right.
become super weird.
Well, that's why I'm glad I'm not a dude in general.
I
Because they
know.
got to come to us. And be
Yeah.
like, I like you.
And well, now
F
men
no.
are scared because they're scared of being.
Now,
like,
yeah,
you know,
exactly. Just as he just said. So now they don't,
Yeah.
neighbors.
they don't even ask us out.
Let me holla.
Hey.
Is the fear of her thinking that you're creepy or her saying no?
Saying no.
Mhm.
Okay.
Saying no and then
Seeing her again.
well, no. Here's the fear. I'll tell you. It's not that. It's like what we were talking about. What were you saying about the SNL thing? I feel like there's like only one time
Yeah.
that I could do this.
Yeah,
and if I
totally.
do it too early, I might blow it.
So true.
So I'm looking for the
Yeah, you got to
pocket
get the window.
of how to talk to her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where it's like, that's where the fear comes
I
from.
know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. If it was just like, I'll never see this person again and I'm in Buffalo,
Right.
I'll be like, just go talk to her. Who
Yeah.
gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm like, I know this is going to be like a longer thing. I'm
Yes.
waiting for like the right window.
Whenever you see her, you remember the rejection and
Yeah,
it's now
yeah,
weird.
yeah,
Actually, no, I'll feel so much better.
Yeah.
Really?
And it'll make you squat better.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'll have closure.
Yeah,
I'll be
fuck
like,
that
Yeah, yeah.
bitch. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I love when a girl has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, all right, this is not my
Next.
department next.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Crosses off, moves to the next on his
Yeah.
list.
But it was crazy though with the Wild Night. Like when I did talk to them, then we were all friends, but it was
Yeah.
like the last episode.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
always
You're
happens.
like, hey, you guys.
Yeah.
The last 2 days.
Yeah.
There's some girls
I
like,
know.
oh, like I love you. I'm in love with you. I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta go, babe.
Yeah. Probably for the better though.
Yeah.
You don't want to be mixing all that.
I know. I
Yeah.
can't imagine
You
being there because I was only there for a couple of days. I can't imagine if you're there for weeks and weeks
Yeah.
and weeks. You know,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Has there been any love
Mhm.
things happen there?
People have hooked up.
Hooked up, yeah.
No.
Or like relationships. I'm surprised.
No relationships.
It's interesting.
Really.
You have any like crazy like stories just of I don't want to blow people up, but like with the guests and shit that have come on?
Like I remember like season. I came on season 14, season 15, pre Doja Cat exploding into like now everyone knows who Doja Cat is.
Yeah.
She came on and I think she was on lean.
Oh shit!
She was like drunk as fuck.
God.
Yeah, because she was in the Wild Style. She was like, yeah, like drunk as fuck. NLE Choppa, if you know who that
I was there, right?
I think he came back.
Oh, okay.
When
this
he
was the first time?
there,
Okay.
Yeah, there was the one episode where one day Kevin Hart was supposed to come, and then he didn't come.
Mhm.
And then the next day he was supposed to come and he did come.
Yeah, I bet
He
you
didn't
that
come till,
happens.
like 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to like wait all day.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Just sit around.
Do Nick's kids, do they come ever?
I've met one of the babies because his podcast, he did have a podcast, that Cannon in the Morning
Yep.
that he had in LA.
Mhm.
Abby De La Rosa came and she brought
She was
a
a
baby.
co-host, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Someone she's like on the show.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he has they have guests. So like, they have like, I'm sure like some crazy shit has
They've
happened.
had all good. They had the Floribama Shore.
On Wild 'N Out?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Well, we were a guest on the show.
Oh, the whole cast?
Yeah, you guys were
No,
guys.
just like me and Ronnie did it once.
Yeah,
I
they
did it
had-
by myself once.
Yeah. They had, do you fuck with Floribama Shore? Is that your nemesis?
I wouldn't say a nemesis, but
Obviously not as cool.
they're honestly, it's not, we get a little bit more territorial when it's in this area.
Yes. So
But
if
if
they
it's-
came up here, yeah.
Floribama,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they're down south. It's a completely different.
Mhm.
There was like a Buckhead Shore where they were doing like Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
That sounds
Buckhead
cool.
Shore was just like, there's like a whole world of like bougie people in
Yeah.
Buckhead, like
Yeah, I would
Atlanta.
watch that. What about, would you ever do Summer House?
I don't know. No, I wouldn't do Summer House, but I know Hannah and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Paige and shit.
Well, I guess it's a different network.
Yeah,
from
Bravo.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been. These girls have been popping up from Summer House on my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're on another Summer House, but I don't know. I get this thing like when a girl goes on a reality show, she's like instantly likes me because now
I
she
get
feels
you.
like some kind
Yeah,
of like
yeah, yeah.
connection
Yeah,
to me.
Yeah, let's talk.
Like if Juliana Alou, she's like this
This is
Victoria's
his
Secret
biggest
model that like I love.
Yeah.
She would never even breathe on me.
Right.
But if she went on a reality show,
Yeah.
I bet
Right.
you she would like me.
Yeah.
Because now she like feels this like kind of connection.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a little bit of a camaraderie.
I do a lot of like I don't say dating, but like the rejects from like The Bachelor
Oh, yes.
because
Well,
now
there's so many hot girls.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bachelor is quality women
Yeah, they do.
because they have
Yeah.
like good jobs.
Yeah,
and
like, I'm a
stuff.
lawyer.
Lawyers and stuff.
Giving it all
yeah.
up.
And they're
for the
all
show.
hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
all hot.
Yeah.
I just literally wait till girls get eliminated from dating reality shows.
Hilarious.
And then I follow them.
That's so
And I'm
funny.
like, so what's up?
Really
I'm-
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm just like
Daisy.
waiting in the wings with a net.
Did you watch it?
No, but I'm on
Wait.
I'm on Bachelor Nation Reddit, so I
Okay,
kept
yeah,
up
yeah.
through.
Oh,
Yeah.
are
yeah.
you?
I
Are
watched
you?
some seasons.
Yeah.
I think I watched the beginning of the season. I didn't like the guy.
I didn't like the guy.
The Last Bachelor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even watch it.
Just like reminds me of like an audience member at the stand. Just like
Yes.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Like a
Yes.
finance bro? Or-
Yeah, and
he,
just like kind of bird brain. Oh, I'm so mean, but just like I thought, just like
He
no.
would think too much before he spoke. Like
Yeah,
like customer service vibe.
yeah, it felt a little
Like,
empty.
I think that we would be
Yeah.
a great match.
and he kind of let the girls talk.
Yeah.
you'd be
Well,
like,
coming
yeah,
from someone
I
that's
love that.
been in that position.
Right, I know.
Because I've had these
Yeah.
dating shows.
Right,
In that position, you're pretty much just like a wall
Yeah.
to bounce
Oh,
off
yeah.
of.
Yes.
When you're a contestant,
right.
that's when like
Yeah,
the
they're
real
contestants.
personality
Right.
shows. But
Yeah.
to be the person, you just have to like generically just stay there because like you're not seeing who you really are. You're not being goofy and
Yeah.
silly. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Dude, if I was the Bachelorette, I would be fucking
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
I'd be like, dude, what you said was just gay as fuck.
Yeah.
ABC would love that. They
I
would be like,
I want to get some. Yeah, let's get some like regular.
Regular.
I want to see like a regular,
Yeah, I want to watch a Bachelor that's like fully regular people.
fully regular.
I mean,
like-
that's kind of what Double Shot Love was supposed to be. Like my dating, it was like the Ratchet Bachelor.
Oh, okay.
kinda, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was still kind of like that. It wasn't really, I don't know.
I want to see a Bachelor with like the.
No, you know what
girl-
the best show is?
Yeah.
One Mo Chance
What is that?
on Zeus Network.
I've
So-
never heard of this.
Back in the day, there was like a show called like A Chance of Love or some shit. It was the
Chance of
guy.
Love. Yeah.
Chance was a guy that was on New York. You know, I Love New York.
Yes.
She had a dating show. Chance was like, and then so he became a known character.
Got it.
And then got his own show.
Yeah.
They brought it back years later.
Okay.
And it's called One Mo Chance. And it's on
Hilarious.
Zeus.
Yeah.
Bro. The opposite of politically correct.
Oh, really?
There's a trans woman on the show and he's just calling her a dude the whole time.
Really?
Like this is on network, not network. This is on
Where do you watch
television.
it?
They
Cable?
fist fight. They're like,
Zeus.
he's calling the trans. He's like, come on, bro.
That's
Stop. It's
crazy.
crazy. I don't support that, but like I support just how chaotic and unhinged
Yeah.
the show is. That
Yeah.
they just fucking do
Where do you watch
everything.
it?
What?
Where do you watch it?
I think I still might have a subscription to Zeus.
To Zeus?
It's probably like $4 a month.
Yeah.
'cause
But they have to keep it behind a paywall.
Yeah,
because it's so
yeah.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, totally.
But if you want the regular Bachelor,
yeah, that's what we should watch. One
I
More
don't know if
Chance.
that's regular.
Like a trans fireman.
I want like a Bachelor with like none of the girls are big on Instagram.
Mm.
And they're just
None
like,
of them are trying to be like famous. I guess
Yeah.
the Golden Bachelor. I honestly really enjoyed that.
yeah,
people
I
like
saw a
that.
little bit of it.
Yeah.
And
But they're already
divorced.
They're already divorced.
I
Oh my
watched
God,
their
are
like
they?
Yeah.
I watched their like maybe 60 minutes interview or something in a
Mhm.
hotel room. It was so awkward.
Do you watch any other shows? Like any other reality? Are you a reality TV person?
I'm not a big
or
reality person.
Like Love is Blind? Do you watch
I watched
TLC?
the first season of Love is Blind.
Okay.
It was Flames because none of them were.
Wanted to
Now
be
it's all like
Yeah.
influencers.
And I love
Yeah.
that. I loved when that guy came out short. The Mark and that one girl when
Was that the first season?
first
Oh,
season
yeah.
he came out and he was short and she just like tried to force it. She was so mean to the guy. Second season, and then I really like the first season
Yeah.
of a lot of these shows.
This last season, people liked a lot.
yeah,
Oh
was
yeah,
still-
that girl was trending for that.
Megan-
I felt bad.
people were
though.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or-
You know what show was
Exactly.
interesting? The Ultimatum. That was a
That was
Oh,
a
I
good
heard that was
one.
good.
That was
that was a
fucked
crazy
up.
one where I fucked the girl. Yeah, it was crazy.
I didn't watch
Crazy.
it.
So unhealthy.
Yeah.
So
Is
unhealthy.
it Netflix?
What was that on? Maybe
It was
Netflix, right?
It was Netflix. It was. They did the gay edition. That's what I
Yeah.
called one of the girls
Yeah,
last night.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I would feel. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do that. But the show kind of makes no sense. It's like, yeah, we really love each other. And just to make sure we love
Yeah.
each other, I want you to kiss this other person
Yeah.
and see if
Yeah.
I feel a type of way about it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so weird.
You know?
Like she'll be like, I want to lock it down, but he's being wishy-washy. So I'm telling him we get 3 weeks or whatever
To fuck someone else.
for you to figure out if you really want
So you
this.
that's the ultimatum. You
Yeah.
give them ultimatum.
They each
have
Like,
their
I'll
own
fuck your
little
brother
version.
if you don't.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the,
Start texting me
the
better.
best is there was this one season. I think there was only one. I don't know. There might have been two, but they're like I think it was the first one or whatever. But you need to find another person
Yes.
to swap with.
I forgot about that.
Otherwise, you're not on the show.
Yeah. Yes.
So
right.
this one girl.
Totally forgot.
So this couple comes on, right? Do you remember the blonde girl?
kind of.
This couple comes on and they do the whole thing, and then
Yeah.
like. They all go on dates to date each other, and you're supposed to pick someone else.
Yeah.
You're supposed to swap with somebody, but nobody wanted this other girl,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
and nobody wanted the other guy.
Mhm.
So like the first, but they still wanted to be on the show.
Yeah.
So like episode 1, they go, nobody wants them, and then they come together on the episode, and then he's just like, I love you, I want you to marry me. Like it just only lasted like because
Yeah, one day. Yeah.
because
They
couldn't
have no
find-
option.
They had no
Yeah,
that's
options.
really
They
funny.
ended up being
Yeah. And
together.
And that's
It
kind of
was-
an ultimatum too.
Yeah.
Yo,
very
it was the
symbolic.
funniest thing.
Yeah.
I was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
That is
They just wanted a
so-
moment.
Yes.
And they didn't want to just
Yeah.
like exit gracefully.
Totally.
So they're like, I love you. It was
Definitely
so
broken
funny.
up by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So messy.
Yeah.
Are you on the apps, Vinny? Are you on the apps? Ian?
I'm on the app.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a hinge date tonight.
Really?
Nice. I'm only on Raya.
I was on Raya for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I don't love Raya.
I liked Raya until I saw what the girls' side of Raya looks like, what the girls look like. I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
yeah.
Look like
I have a
asshole.
turn to
For real,
Yeah, it's like
bro.
the hottest bitches.
I have a turn to guys and girls.
Oh, wait. Time out. Do you say you look like asshole or they look like asshole?
I look like asshole
Oh,
compared
no.
to them.
Nah. There's like one. I mean, look, like I get in trouble for being superficial, and I'm totally not superficial. Love is blind,
Everyone's
guys.
superficial.
No, it's all about the inside.
You're right. Yeah. Let me go.
I might swipe like right on like 1 out of every like 15 people.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Okay. You know.
Totally.
That's how I feel. It's not like just 10s, 10. It's more about just like they're kind of, I like it because they're not like so thirsty.
Agreed.
Like they all have an artsy kind of like vibe.
Yeah, it's a little bit more arts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
A lot
it's
of
not
art
arts, it's like
directors.
rich. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
creative
I don't know what
directors.
art directors are, but
don't know what they are.
it's a thing.
I don't know they are.
It's
They
a
all
thing.
have the craziest, like, cool photos.
Yeah.
Definitely like a step up intellectually from Hinge.
Yeah.
All the dates I went on, the guys were exactly what their profile
Yeah.
was. And
They're just
I
as
wasn't
rich as
really
you
ever
thought.
let down or like creepy weirded out.
Yeah.
More just like, nah, not my type.
Hinge
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Raya?
Raya.
Oh yeah. Like they have a resume.
Yes.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They like
Vetted.
pass the test
Vetted.
Yeah.
at some
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
And you could be like if a guy was like, if I went to DC and a guy saw me on Raya, I could go out with him and it wouldn't be like rape dungeon.
Yeah.
And it would
Yeah.
be like a normal.
Yeah. You're
date.
like, oh, he literally is as rich as his
Yeah.
profile.
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah.
Whereas Hinge.
Hinge is like good fucking.
all that.
You never know like what you're gonna
You
get.
really-
Yeah.
And then you know the minute they get there, you're like, nope.
Oh, and then you're stuck
Next.
on the date. That's why I only do drinks now. I used to do dinner, but now
Oh.
like just drinks because I
Sitting
want to
through
be able to
dinner.
leave immediately.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not eating. I'm
Yeah.
not wasting my minimal amount of food per day.
My
Yeah,
calorie
no,
count
literally.
Yeah,
on you.
on this motherfucking guy.
I
I'd
like
rather
you
eat
if I'm
alone.
taking you to dinner. For
Yeah.
sure.
Totally.
Yeah, I it's funny too, but like now, like with Raya, because it's like I don't find romantic matches. Like I literally just want to go on there just for like the utilization of their trades.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want like to get my lawyer from there, my
Yeah.
interior designer.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Because these are like people that have
Yeah.
like real skills and crafts.
It is good for networking.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I've gotten like a couple little random roles and shit.
All the girls that match with me, that they're fucking like I'm here just for friends. I'm like, why
I
are
have
you?
mine turned on to that too.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think that you're just vetting out really
Yeah,
creepy
yeah,
guys,
yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
you want to make the decision.
Yeah.
You don't want them to be like,
exactly. They'd
okay,
be
we're
like, oh, I
Yes.
just had it on for just for friends.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
because you
Yes.
don't. It's an ego thing. You don't want some guy to be able to match with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally.
We're friends first, buddy.
Yes,
Okay.
bitch.
Yeah.
Buddies.
Biatch.
All right,
Weird.
man. We gotta wrap this up.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having
me. I want to come on your pod.
Yes.
Madhouse.
Yes. Let's get a dating.
And hopefully, Wild 'N Out comes out.
yes.
People can
And
see
if
you
not,
and maybe me
And they
on the
definitely
show.
will. Vinny crushed it.
Thank you so
whenever
much.
he was on.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You're just saying that. No, I'm playing.
And the weather's getting nicer, so it's time for GTL.
Yes. Yeah. You look like you really GTL.
Dude, I've been GTL.
a lot. Look
I've
at
been
that.
GTL
Look at
all
that
day.
What is GTL?
Gymtown Laundry.
Gym-
Oh,
Laundry.
yeah.
I'm the pale one. I'm like you. I'm the pale one they all make fun of.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so pale.
You know what's funny though? My family's from Sicily, but
Yeah.
they all have your complexion. They have red hair and freckles.
Maybe they're wealthy.
Yes,
Wealthy
exactly.
heirs.
They were the heirs of some race that. Actually, I'm. Oh wait, what am I? I think I'm like 7% North African.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, North.
I see it now.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's like
Vinny.
Arabic.
Vinny.
Yeah,
Vinny.
exactly. Habibi, come to Dubai. All right, bye guys.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace.
Thank you guys.
Cool. That was fun.
What's up, guys? If you like the episode, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We are building this thing from the ground up, so we need your help, and hopefully we can make this really big one day. Love you.